On June 21st around 2:30 a.m. local time in Iran, the U.S. military used a 30,000-pound GBU-57 bunker buster bomb for the first time in combat against Iran's nuclear sites. Their targets, Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan, three of the most heavily protected facilities in the world. This was not just another air strike. It was a statement, a demonstration of how far and how precisely the U.S. Air Force can reach when called upon. Each bomber carried the massive GBU-57B, a bunker buster bomb designed to penetrate deep into concrete and steel. The goal was simple yet bold: to destroy Iran's critical nuclear infrastructure buried deep under mountains. The mission lasted roughly 30 hours, including multiple aerial refuelings, making it one of the longest and most challenging bombing missions in recent years. This attack shows just how serious the United States is about stopping Iran from advancing its nuclear program. But it also raises a dangerous question. What would happen if Iran tried to strike back? What if Iranian air defenses spotted one of these stealth bombers? Could surface-to-air missile systems like the S-300 or S-400 hit a target designed to be nearly invisible to radar? And what kind of a response would that trigger from the United States? This right now is a moment that could redefine tensions in the Middle East and perhaps even drag the world closer to a larger conflict. The skies over Iran have become the new front line of modern warfare. Will this bold move by the U.S. Air Force deter Iran, or will it spark a retaliation that could spiral out of control? We'll break down the details of this unprecedented strike and explore the bigger questions it raises, why it happened, what it means, and what might happen next. So, could Iran actually detect and shoot down a USB stealth bomber? After several B-2 stealth bombers hit Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan in a coordinated strike, one pressing question emerged. What if Iran tried to fight back? Could their air defenses actually detect and target one of the most advanced bombers in the world? To understand this, you have to look at how both sides operate. Iran has invested heavily in air defense. They have the Russian-made S-300 and possibly even the S-400 long-range surface-to-air missile systems designed to protect critical areas. They also operate their own domestic Udeid-15 and Bavar 373 missile batteries. These are sophisticated weapons capable of tracking and destroying many aircraft. But the stealth bombers like the B-2 Spirit were built precisely to defeat them. The B-2 doesn't just carry bombs. It is a flying weapon system designed to stay invisible. Its unique triangular shape combined with special radar-absorbent materials drastically reduces its radar signature. To an operator sitting in a radar site deep in Iran, a B-2 appears as little more than a faint noise almost impossible to distinguish from the background. Even if the Iranian air defenses picked up a signal, it would likely be already too late. The B-2 operates by entering enemy airspace at altitudes and angles where traditional radar struggles to track it. By the time an Iranian battery might spot it, the bomber would already be too close for an effective missile intercept. And unlike in traditional air raids, the B-2 doesn't operate alone. Its mission would be backed by other aircraft, fighters like the F-22 and F-35, and supported by naval units such as the Aegis-equipped destroyers and carriers. Together, they would form a shield that can jam, confuse, or destroy enemy radar long before a shot is even fired. If Iran tried to launch a surface-to-air missile, it would expose its position immediately. In seconds, that site would be marked for retaliation, potentially targeted by precision weapons from American fighters or guided missiles launched from warships offshore. The risk for Iran is that trying to engage a B-2 could lead to a rapid, overwhelming counterstrike, one that wouldn't just neutralize a single air defense site, but it could its wider network. The reality is that the B-2 is built for moments like these. Its ability to penetrate deep into contested airspace combined with its long range and precision payload gives it a nearly unmatched advantage. Unless Iran can develop a breakthrough in stealth detection, and publicly no such system has emerged, its best option is to avoid direct confrontation. Otherwise, a single shot could spiral into a much larger, more dangerous conflict that no one really wants. Why were Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan chosen? To understand this, you have to understand how deeply tied these sites are to Iran's nuclear ambitions. For more than a decade, these facilities have been at the heart of a covert and contested program. a program that has shaped the tensions between Iran, the United States, and the rest of the world. Fordo is buried deep under a mountain that lies near the holy city of K. It's a site built to withstand attack, surrounded by layers of concrete and rock, making it nearly impenetrable to traditional airstrikes. This is where some of Iran's most advanced centrifuges operate, enriching uranium closer to weapons-grade levels than ever before. Natanz, located in the desert, has long been Iran's largest enrichment site, sprawling across an area the size of a small town. Its underground halls have been targeted by cyber attacks and sabotages over the years. Yet, it has always been rebuilt and returned to operation. Isfahan, a city with deep historical and cultural significance, hosts facilities tied to uranium conversion and weapons research. Together, these three locations form the backbone of Iran's nuclear effort. For the U.S., allowing these three sites to operate was never an option. The growing stockpiles of highly enriched uranium posed a threat that extended far beyond the Middle East. The attack by the B-2 stealth bombers was designed to send a message that no matter how deep, how hidden, or how protected these facilities were, America has the means to reach them. This was more about than just destroying buildings. It was about destroying a timeline, about setting back a program that many in the intelligence community feared could lead to a nuclear weapon within just a few short years. Each target carried symbolic and strategic weight. Hitting Fordo signaled that even Iran's best-guarded sites were vulnerable. Striking Natanz weakened the heart of their enrichment capabilities, and targeting Isfahan disrupted critical links in the supply chain for uranium conversion and weapons design. Together, these strikes weren't just about slowing down centrifuges. They were about reshaping the balance of power in a region teetering on the edge of conflict. In the end, the choice of these targets was a calculated one. The United States aimed to make it clear that it would enforce its red lines regardless of terrain or defenses. It was a warning not only to Iran, but to any state that believed its underground secrets were safe from the reach of American stealth and precision. To understand why the United States was able to carry out such a precise and devastating attack deep inside Iran, you have to understand the aircraft that made it possible. The B-2 Spirit is unlike any other bomber in the world. To an air defense operator, a B-2 appears as little more than just a faint blip, smaller than a bird, making it incredibly challenging to track, target, or intercept. What makes the B-2 so effective is its range and precision. At nearly 21 m long with a wingspan of over 52 m, it can carry up to 18,000 kilograms of weapons, including the massive GBU-57B massive ordnance penetrator. This is the largest non-nuclear bomb in the American arsenal, designed to drill deep into concrete and rock before detonating, making it ideal for buried facilities like those in Fordo and Natanz. But the bomber is more than just a weapon. It's a symbol of American air power and ingenuity. A reminder that no matter how well an enemy conceals its secrets, the B-2 can find a way to reach them. Its stealth capabilities don't just hide the aircraft, they shift the balance of military strategy. An enemy can fortify a site deep underground, surrounded by mountains, expecting protection. Yet the B-2 can bypass that, making even the best defenses feel vulnerable. For Iran, this attack was a stark warning. The B-2 is not a relic of the past, but a tool of the present. It's one that can operate in contested airspace, strike with precision, and disappear before a target can even mount a response. It's a reminder that technology combined with planning and precision can redefine the rules of modern warfare. The airstrikes on Fordo, Natanz, and Isfahan have already changed the calculus of tensions across the Middle East. For Iran, this is more than just a tactical setback. It's a reminder that its underground fortresses can be reached and neutralized, no matter how deep or well-guarded. But the implications go far beyond Iran's borders. In a region where alliances and rivalries can shift overnight, this attack has become a signal to friends and foes alike. For Israel and Saudi Arabia, long wary of Iran's nuclear ambitions, the strike confirms what many have hoped for years, that the United States is both willing and able to enforce its red lines. It reassures these nations that their security concerns are taken seriously, and it strengthens the bond between Washington and its Middle Eastern allies. At the same time, it serves as a warning to groups like Hezbollah and the Houthis, reminding them that any aggression could trigger a devastating American or coalition response. For Russia and China, this attack complicates their own relationships in the region. Both have invested politically and economically in Iran, and both have expressed concern about further escalation. Yet, both must now consider that American air power can operate deep within contested airspace, reshaping the strategic balance. The risk of miscalculation grows every time a precision strike like this occurs, making the possibility of a wider conflict harder to ignore. More broadly, the attack could unsettle global energy markets, raise oil prices, and intensify tensions across borders. What started as a precision airstrike may evolve into a crisis with global repercussions. A crisis that no one truly wants, but one that may be increasingly difficult to avoid. The world is watching closely, and every decision made in the coming days could define the future of the Middle East for years to come. This attack by 3 B-2 stealth bombers is more than just a headline. It's a moment that could shape the future of the Middle East, and perhaps the world. The United States has shown that it can hit deep buried targets in the heart of Iran, no matter how well defended. But this kind of precision strike doesn't come without a risk. The bigger question is what happens next. If tensions continue to rise, if retaliation follows, this could quickly spiral beyond one mission and drag more nations into this crisis. Was this a smart move by the US, a necessary show of strength, or a dangerous step closer to a larger war? And how should Iran respond? Will this be a warning that forces them to reconsider their nuclear program or spark that ignites an even wider conflict across the region? We want to hear from you. What do you think about the United States' decision to launch this attack? Was it the right call? And if things continue to escalate, how do you see this ending? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read everyone. And if you want to go a step further and support the channel, consider joining the fleet. You'll get loyalty badges, priority replies, and help us bring more real-world military stories to the surface. Just click join on our channel page and come on aboard. Stay sharp, stay curious. We'll see you in the next mission.